Welcome to a special series called Let's Talk Curation in partnership with GDB. My name is Ellen Parker, and I am your host and educator. Check out the previous lesson where we defined Curation 101. In this particular video, I'm going to address why curated deals perform differently than the open marketplace, the open exchange. But before we can even talk about this, we have to understand the difference between open exchange and curation. Again, so in programmatic, the open exchange is a large public auction. Any eligible advertiser can bid on available impression in real time across a wider range of publisher all at once. Okay. It's designed for scale, which is super powerful in some cases, but it also means that there's very little filtering before you bid. A lot of decision making happens after delivery start. It can be very noisy. It can also be very foggy, if you know what I mean. Versus a curated audience, it just works differently. Instead of starting with everything and narrowing it down, curated deals are pre-filtered inventory and signals, okay? Because we're not only talking about cookies here, we talk about signals. It's intentionally combined before the auction. Usually, though, it's bought via a deal ID in a DSP to help reach the specific audience more efficiently. And open exchange is usually available in most DSP, in all DSP. So it's like booking a flight, right? So the open exchange would be to ground it into a scenario, like a real life scenario. Is the open exchange is almost like, let's say, booking a flight with multiple layovers. You're using different type of booking companies, booking.coms, all of the other ones, all of the bookings. And then you know, instead of being there within maybe 8 hours, you're there within 3 days. Okay. So that's what the open exchange is. Some people love it. They want to stop by here, discover. They don't mind. It's the cheapest one. It's cool, whatever. But others like me are a little bit bougier. They want to get to their destination within 7 hours, direct flight. They upgrade to first class called Delta One or premium, whatever. And they eat really well. They're able to rest really well. They get to their vacation fully renovated. It's the best experience. And it's legit. We know our seats have this and that. We know that the experience is going to be the greatest because we put some money on it. Okay. So this is the difference between open marketplace and curated audience. Now. If you do choose a direct flight, usually it can be a little bit more expensive. But if you've been playing the game for a while, right? So if you've been playing that travel game for a while and you know how to use points and credit cards, it does not always equate to most expensive, okay? So I leave you with this, the difference between open exchange and curated audiences and why it performs differently is because it's targeting different ways. One is not better than the other. What I would recommend is that you test both. Hear me out, because I know we've been telling y'all to test since the 2000s of the world. Hear me out. What I mean by that is that you shouldn't only prioritize one over the other. You should test it out and see which one works best. Yes, when it comes to scale and reach, sometimes you do want to go open exchange. But when it comes to performance-based, targeting real humans, knowing who you're trying to target, I would recommend some curated audience. Curated deals, super easy to set up, and that's in another video, okay? I hope this was helpful. And if I can leave you with this one last thing, right? The reason why, I guess, let me reiterate. The reason why they perform differently is because they're not better by default. One is not better by default. They just perform differently because some are filtering exactly what you need to see. Some are engineered to your client's goal and KPI, and the other one offers reach and scale. So instead of going wider net, taking the time to reduce, you're going specific lead to that. Like you're skipping all the wider net because now you know that this audience is the audience that you are trying to target. Okay. So again, both can work in certain instances. There's never an instance though where curated audience doesn't make sense in my opinion. But if it is, drop the comments and the questions in the show, in the comment area, and I'll make sure to answer. See you next time.